Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
People do that pause.
What?
Happy New Year. I don't know. That's kind of standard.
It's from the cartoon when we were growing up.
Is it Rudolph?
Happy New
The
Year.
Father Time?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
think.
that one. Sure.
I don't know. Anyway, Happy
Okay,
New
cool.
Year. Happy 2022. It's already started out pretty busy.
It's been, yeah, wow.
I know.
So on Christmas Eve, or even maybe Christmas morning, I woke up. So, you know, this is your business, right? This is our business. And I woke up going, and we from, you know, we love you watching these videos and we appreciate it. And lots of people call and like, you know, but it was Christmas. So I woke up going, well, we haven't had anyone call in the last couple of days because it was Christmas, dummy.
It was Christmas.
And then it was like a blessing curse combo because the next day we got like 10 people called. So it's been busy, like
It is busy. Yeah, but it's busy with life and fun too,
Yeah.
though.
So that's what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah, today
Life-
is about life and fun.
Yeah, so we're actually we're recording this on the day we air it, which never happens, but that's
Yep.
just because
So it is Sunday morning.
and we've been busy with work, but busy with life. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna give you a holiday recap, kind of our house. We had home for the holidays. Hopefully you watched the reveal of our new home, which it's a nice house. We like it. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna give you our New Year's resolutions. We're gonna give you some resolutions for you that Amy and I, or specifically Amy, is making for you for the new year. Like if you're a buyer or seller. And then we'll give you a quick 2021 year recap about the real estate market and about Amy, your business. So okay, so give me our holiday home update. We're moved in.
We are moved in.
Yes.
We're moved in. We still have things that we've yet to do, like hang the curtains and some mirrors in places and the frames around the mirrors. So we still have a lot of DIY projects still to be done. But that's okay because we've really enjoyed, you know, our son is here from Austin from Austin.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say from Manor, but it's Austin.
Oh, yeah, he lives in Austin.
Yeah. So he's here. He actually leaves the end of this week.
Yeah, Friday.
And our daughter's been home from college, so she also leaves the end of this week. But our daughter and son-in-law...
Big news coming up on that.
Yep. Our daughter and son-in-law who live in the same neighborhood of... It's been wonderful.
Really good.
You know, our youngest he's been home. He and his girlfriend have come over and played. And speaking about the girlfriend-boyfriend front, yes. So...
you want to give the big news? Drum roll.
So, well, you know, our one daughter got married this past October.
Yep.
But this Christmas, our daughter who's in college was also engaged.
Yay.
So we're super excited to have Steele be officially a part of our family.
Steele is his name. If you haven't
he's
followed
amazing.
us, what a name for my future son-in-law, Steele.
So he's awesome.
He's
love
such a
them,
good,
love their
solid
family.
guy.
So, and they've been dating, 4.5 years.
Let's just say,
4.5 years. That's a long time.
Okay, I got 2 daughters, 2 sons.
Mm-hmm.
My daughters picked good men.
Yes, they did.
Whew.
Yes, they did. And that's
Whew. As we're passing by the way, Five Guys, which looks like it's opening any time now. They have the standing in line thing.
Excellent.
We got the tiny Target. We talked about that.
Yeah, we didn't really tell them where we were going today, but we're just kind of doing a little bit of a drive.
We're gonna
go ahead.
We're gonna go to Del Webb because I think we can get
turn?
turn on Western Way. Yes.
Yes.
So up in front of us is the Disney parking, cast member parking. Although wait, I think maybe you're supposed to go straight, but the road's closed, so don't. Although you can go in that lane. I think you got to go that way.
Okay,
loop
I'll
around.
loop around.
Sorry. We weren't even thinking about the drive today. We got excited about stuff. Hey,
started
Firehouse
talking about
Subs over there, so that'll be opening soon.
That's what pizza, Domino's.
Starbucks, by the way, open.
Yes.
There's the big news. That's why we brought you here today. In Flamingo Crossing, the Starbucks is open, and they're going to sell 80 billion cups of coffee to people that are trying to get ready to go to the Magic Kingdom, which at this moment is right in front of us.
Yes. Yes.
So they got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful young men.
Yes.
It's just see, look, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Got a Starbucks. So listen, that's awesome. That just makes me happy. But tell me about the house. We were talking about some of the ways we use the house differently than we thought we were going to use the house.
Well, I mean, honestly, we've just enjoyed it so much. If you remember the tour that we had, we talked about the game room, board game room, which we have played many board games.
So good.
I actually took some pictures. Maybe you can put them on
Yeah,
the
I'll
video.
put them up.
We played a lot of games. Our new favorite is called Wingspan. love this game. In fact, so much that we've been playing and playing and playing. We already ordered the expansions. We played the expansion sets. And then last night, as a family, we watched The Big Year.
The Big Year, because Wingspan's a birding game.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I'm going to name drop a little bit, which I do every time we play the game. I have a dear friend named Sharon that I went to high school with, who I haven't seen her since high school, but I call her a dear friend because I like to brag, because she drives the Mars rover. Like, she drives the actual rover. But Amy's like, hey, you just dropped the name again. You can go there.
I can't go there.
You can go there.
I can't go there.
You could have gone there.
It's all locked up.
All right, well, that's it. There's Del Webb in front of us. We'll have to go around the other way.
Do you want me to cut through?
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Do it. Look, she's doing it. Yes! Scofflaw! I love it. I'm a bad influence.
Oh, I don't think we're supposed
to. It says end road work. We can go. Let's try it. What's going to happen?
I don't know. Anyway,
we'll
we're
find out. Okay, anyway. So Wingspan.
Yes.
It's the most beautiful game I've ever seen, because there's pictures of birds and things. It's great. And then we watched The Big Year. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we've been playing lots of games in the game room.
Yes.
We haven't used the family room very much.
Not as much. Mm-mm.
Which is weird. But we did use the dog bath.
We did?
We did use the dog bath.
4 times.
4 times for 4 different dogs.
4 different dogs.
I'll put a picture up of Forrest giving Scout a bath. He said he felt betrayed. That Scout felt betrayed because Scout does not like water. So this is, so here we are, by the way, back here where lots of construction going on.
Yeah.
You can see in the distance, we'll come to it, I'm assuming. And we may run into a place we have to turn around. We'll find out.
Yep.
There's Gator water. Oh my goodness.
Gator water.
I don't know if that's Gator water up there, because it's got to have a bank on it, because the gators like to come up on the bank. Now, they may be in that other water, but you'd never see them because they can't get there. But I bet you there's a gator in there. The house has been great.
Yes.
Here's another thing. We don't entertain that much, but this is a great entertaining house.
It is.
So we had our friends Daryl and Jen, who live close by, like our best friends, and that was great. And then we had our friend Jerry from California.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. Did you know Jerry dislocated her finger?
Yes. Did you see her thing about the situation?
I shouldn't laugh at her pain.
No.
She's broken 2 different shoulders. By the way, this is truly Del Webb here, so you can see the entrance gate that's going up soon. And I would tell you to go in there, but you won't. So I'll save my breath. We'll see if we can get through all the way to Avalon Road. But I'm not laughing at Jerry's pain. If you know Jerry's a screenwriter from Los Angeles, has a couple of exciting things in the works. But Jerry also has broken both of her shoulders in the last year. So she's all healed up now one way, but then she just dislocated her finger. I like poor Jerry. But we had a great time. I did my crab boil thing, which has now become my specialty, even though Amy was like, maybe not every month. But anyway, it was good. So the house is good. So let's do as we're coming through here. We're going down through this road, which will be through Webb Oasis. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like we can maybe get to.
It looks like it.
It looks like we can get there. We may have to go around the barricade, but maybe we can go around it. We'll see. Because we know that up here is Westhaven and Ovation is up in front of us. Tell me real quick about Webb Oasis. We haven't had a lot of activity. We have a lot of people interested, but it's pricing.
It's the pricing, yeah. We have a lot of people interested, and then as soon as they kind of get into it a little bit more, they realize that the pricing is just a little bit too much above where they want to be for 55 plus.
Right, and here's where we are, by the way. So we are at the Hartzog Road bypass. Mm-hmm. So Avalon Road. I thought this was going to lead us around and to where Westhaven is, but it's not. This is a little further north up Avalon Road. So, go to Westhaven if you can take a left.
I don't know. I think this thing
You can get out. There's space for you to get out, so you're going to be fine.
Oh my God.
They can't come here, so they're not going to hit you.
But can I get through here?
Yes, you can go through. Yes. Well, right here live. Well, not live, but anyway. So yeah, Webb Oasis, the prices have been a little hinky. But it's location. It's right by Disney. I mean, you just saw we're at Flamingo Crossing. So if you want a 55 plus community and you want to have that sort of lifestyle and you want to be Disney adjacent, I think the folks at Del Webb have figured, well, there are enough people out there that want that will pay a premium to be there. So,
and you know what? I mean, this is just a thought. So I have a lot of clients.
Yes.
Who have well, obviously if you're 55 plus, most of them, they've retired.
Mm-hmm.
They've done very well for themselves.
Yes.
They've had a career. They've succeeded at their career. They've put away their money, and now they want to work at Disney.
True.
And they just want to spend their retirement kind of just,
there's a lot of folks like that.
And that is a phenomenal community for that. Even though the pricing is higher, it's not that you'd be able to afford it on a specific salary now, but if it's something where you were, had done better for yourselves earlier. But by the way, I mean, it's not that it's too expensive. It's just that it's pricey.
It's expensive.
And of course it is, because it's right here in the heart of Winter Garden and close to.
It's more expensive than people think. And so, take a left. So much of what we talk about in terms of real estate, and we use this word in our business all the time, is expectations. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing. It's expectation. I think people thought that the price point was going to be $350 to $500, and the price point is $500 to $700. By the way, don't quote me on that.
But by the time you've added everything,
options
and remember,
and premiums and stuff.
I'm not going to go. I feel like he's going too fast.
That's okay. Hey, better safe than sorry.
He's going too fast.
Better safe than sorry. Okay, so New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk. And by the way, so Webb Oasis, that's one of those places. Call you first.
Absolutely.
They have a sales office that's open.
They do have a sales office right here on Avalon Road where they're doing their initial sales from. So it's, but that's true with any builder. And can I tell you how refreshing it is when I do have people call and they're like, we haven't called anybody yet because we saw your video. And that is such a good thing. It is such a good thing to be able to not have reached out and to let us start the process from beginning, because then I can get you in touch with the right people. We're gonna, all work through it together. The other thing that happens a lot, I don't know if this is where you were going next, but
that's resolution, I think, is where you're gonna go.
Okay.
So we'll save that for resolution. Okay. Coming up on our resolutions for you, Amy's kind of leading us to that. By the way, new clearing over there for something. Mm-hmm. So everything's being built. But so let's do our new resolutions, and we'll do resolutions for them. So do you want mine first, or do you want to give yours first?
Okay, you can go.
I'll go. So better health. So we're gonna use this. I'm going to use this as a motivator. Okay. Look, I am either, I've said this for some time now and I got to fix it. I'm either the world's skinniest fat man or the world's fattest skinny man. I don't know which one I am, but I'm one of those. And go down there. Okay. So hey, Westhaven at Ovation. I'm going to I want to be, like, I have a whole code for my weight, which used to be, Amarillo Slim was like the slimmest that I was, and then Slim Shady was next, and then all the words I have now start with fat. I'm Fatty Arbuckle right now.
Stop.
And I don't like that. No, we're dealing with reality. So I'm gonna use this as a motivator. We're on video every stinking week, so hopefully I will be the incredible shrinking man as we go. I don't know. We'll see. But you can hold me accountable in the comments. You can be like, no, Eric, you're still fat. Okay, so anyway, and then my second resolution is a real vacation. I would like our family to take a real vacation. We did. Amy and I took a real vacation a couple years ago. By the way, Westhaven Ovation, you can see it's all just kind of cleared out.
It's getting closer for sure.
We have a couple of clients here. Andrew's lot. We won't tell you which one it is, but it's right in here somewhere. So that a real vacation. We went to Sandals. It was super fun.
It was nice. It was just the two of us. Are you talking about the vacation for the two of us or for the whole fam?
I'd like the whole family, but we talked yesterday because we watched The Big Year about going birding.
Oh, you know what? We should ask you. Any of you have an idea?
Yeah, we want to go somewhere where we can't do like. By the way, highly recommend The Big Year if you see that movie.
I haven't seen that yet. Steve Martin and Jack Black.
Loosely based on a true story.
Who's the other guy? Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. So birding is basically you go try to see as many species of birds as you can. It seems very relaxing.
I know.
It seems kind of intense as a, to try to see as many. Right. But we'd like to go somewhere we can just go out into nature and see a lot of birds.
So what we're looking for is like the Animal Kingdom Lodge rooms on the savannah.
Yeah.
We would like a place where we could, see birds. Oh, I can't go that way. Ooh, I have to loop around.
Well, you could try that way and then around. We'll see what happens. Again, we're looking. So Westhaven. Here's breaking news. So we have a foundation at Westhaven Innovation. We got a foundation at Westhaven Innovation. Yep. That rhymes.
Very good.
Are you impressed?
So this is, and by the way, this is really exciting too. And I know I guess we probably did this for Lakeside and Hamlin, but this is what it looks like when these communities are being prepped. The infrastructure is being done, and they're pre-selling, and they've platted out. You can see that the lots are staked. You can see that the roads are to some extent paved.
Yep.
You know, you can see the electrical and the plumbing.
And
which way do you want me to go?
Go left.
Go left.
Yeah, because is this where we were before? So now we made a loop.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can go here and go right.
Okay.
So you see that we made a loop. We didn't see that. We thought about so that looks like new phases over there.
Yeah.
Boy, this is gonna grow.
This is so nice. So yeah. Anyway, so Westhaven and Ovation. Super nice community. Then we've got the Webb Oasis, which is again super nice.
And we have what looks like the Animal Kingdom Savannah Safari ride.
Absolutely.
Over to the right, it's not.
You guys are going to tell us if there's a really cool spot that we could go so that we could just relax and enjoy, whether it's the two of us or a family.
No, family, and we're going to go birding.
Okay.
No, we'll get binoculars. We'll go out and into
get
nature.
binoculars.
Yes,
That's
it'll be good.
Okay,
so your New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution. Well,
you don't have to have one.
No, I do. I mean, I don't like to stress myself out because then I feel like a failure if I don't do it. But I do have some things that I'm a little bit more motivated to do. One of which is really silly, but I'm going to cut my hair finally.
Yeah,
I am. I'm just not like a lot.
Okay, on video right now, you're going to see me go. Like, and I don't have a preference. I don't want you to see this video and see me go. You're going to cut your hair.
I'm not cutting
I just
it short.
didn't know about it.
I'm not going to cut it short. I'm just going to cut it like a little bit more substantially than I normally do.
I'm going to cut my hair too.
So this is what I usually tell the people that cut my hair. They're so not interested in this. So I always tell her I say as little as possible, but as much as necessary.
Okay, sure.
So in other words, just trim it up, take off what you need, but I like it longer.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter just because I feel like I'm almost 54 years old. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's time to go.
It's up to you.
Mom, short hair. Anyway,
I'm a big hair supporter. You do what you feel.
Anyway, and then,
by the way, that's a marriage tip. By the way,
hair supporter. Okay.
You be a hair supporter. Be a hair noticer. Don't if people get their hair done, notice that they got their hair done.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
I'm also working through just some not like major health issues, thankfully, but just on this just trying
don't shock people. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Trying to improve your health.
Yeah, just trying to improve my health.
Yes.
And that will include visiting the exercise room that we have, which I did.
Yes.
We have, I think we told you before, we have a Pilates reformer, and we have the springboard, and we have Peloton, and so we have a room set up for that. So perhaps I should use it. So that's kind of my
citrus blooming.
Yeah, it's
or
so nice.
Fruiting.
They're
blooming.
fruiting.
I don't know.
Anyway, so that, and then I think that. I think that, kind of to your vacation, it's very, very hard. It was funny. I had a phone call already this morning.
Yep.
Very early. Had a phone call.
Biker
Dude, come on. Can you not, drink your water right there? Okay.
We do enjoy share the road, and this, by the way, this is a place you got to share the road. There's not a bike trail or something over there. So,
but
Avalon Road, a lot of people
not a great
use.
road to bike though.
A lot of people use it to go biking. By the way, Dale Webb sales office. Sorry.
There it is. Anyway, but what was I going to say?
You were saying vacation on a vacation.
Oh, vacation. Yeah, I think that. So the phone call I had this morning. So we get this question every once in a while, which is.
Pull into Rockwell, by the way, when you get there.
Sure. Which is, do you do real estate full time?
Oh, yeah.
And I chuckle because when I first, thought about getting into real estate, I thought, like many others, this would be a great way just to supplement income, sell a couple of houses. That's not the way it works. At least not that I'm aware.
I don't know anybody that's part-time that ever does any work.
Exactly. So I think that's the key. So yes, I do it full time. There's no way I could not be doing it full time.
But then talk about the other side of it, though. So sometimes people worry: are you a full-time realtor? Are you do you make videos and whatever?
Well, and their question is, do you actually sell houses? Because there's a lot of people, candidly, who do videos, and that's what they do.
Right.
And then there's not a lot of activity on the actual real estate transaction side.
The question behind the question is, do you have the expertise to help me?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and the answer, I'll say for you on your behalf, yes.
Yes.
As we do the year in recap, we'll in just a minute, we'll let you know. Amy's pretty good at her job. Yeah.
But then the other question too is, then some people go, oh well, but if you're successful, are you then too busy?
Right.
The answer to that is no. I think the one good thing that you and I'm going to high five us right now before I even say it, is that all the years that I think I've mentioned before, my whole family has owned their own businesses. Mm-hmm. So I kind of grew up that. And I had my own business in Virginia for 22 years. Yep. So I think that when we went into this, there was already a business plan and an idea. Yep. All of it was already mapped out. And I think that organization, and if you've worked with me before, you know what I'm talking about. You fill out that the wish list, and then we talk about the calendar links, and then the phone mm-hmm. calls, and all of that process and procedure that we have is to really be helpful and streamline the yep. process, which helps us tremendously through the process. But one thing I was going to mention before, and then you said not to because it was resolutions. This is the other phone call we get several times a month.
Oh no! Okay, you can go for it. Yeah, go for it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It can be a resolution. We can go to that. Okay. It's our resolution for you.
Clearly, we have not rehearsed these.
No.
It's that I can't tell you like how many phone calls we get where people call me and they ask for help, but I wasn't their realtor.
Right.
A lot of times will say, "Oh, we wish we had found your videos before, but we've already purchased, but we have a problem."
Yeah.
Can you help us? I'm like, well, I wish I could, but if you have a realtor, then that realtor should be helping you. Right. But part of that, I get it. Some people don't know, they haven't found us until after the fact. But I will tell you, I implore you, and all of those that that are looking, please reach out to a realtor before you start the process. Yes. There's no harm in doing that, but there is harm in not.
Yes, and one of the things that I like about what we do for you on your behalf, I like us for you. No, it's not that.
Wow.
No, the point is we're very transparent, and we're very this is who we are. This is the way we do things, and we do that not just for people that like us. We do that for people that won't like us, because so you'll notice Amy said call a realtor. She didn't say call me. Please do call
me.
Please do.
But yes,
if you do you want to pull back a new phase over there?
Sure.
Avoid bike man again.
Avoid bike guy again. We loop back around.
Yeah. But so please do call. But there's nothing and I mean it's 2 or 3 times a month that someone will call. So I'll amend the resolution for you to be call the right realtor ahead of time.
Yeah.
And find out who that is. You're making a big investment, so please call first, because there is nothing worse than the call you got. Tell me about the call you got without mentioning names and specifics. You got a call the other day, or a text or an email about somebody that was going through a really difficult thing.
They were, and they had already. I mean, it was pretty substantial. It was a pretty big deal, and they needed some advice, and I said, well, do you have a buyer's agent? Do you have a realtor that you were working with? It was new construction. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, yes, but, they weren't really, it's kind of like a lot of realtors, as soon as you sign with new construction, they go away because they think they don't have anything else to do.
Right.
I'm like, that's totally wrong.
It's exactly the opposite.
It's the opposite. It's a much longer getting to know you process, and a lot more service required. Well, not even required, but it should be required.
Right.
But that we do anyway. But it was a pretty big issue, enough that if it had been us, I would have considered canceling the contract.
Yeah.
Because of a situation, and they said, well, yeah, a realtor, there was just somebody that, somebody in their apartment complex had recommended or something like that. So in other words, it was just a recommendation that they didn't really know who the person was. And by the way, that's okay too. Like the person that I had this morning was a referral from a former client, but they don't know who I am. They didn't find me through the video. So I get it, but that's part of your realtor's job, or a realtor's job, is to have that getting to know you phase. And this is what I do, this is what I can do, this is what I have done.
But your job as a potential buyer or seller is you've got to get to know that realtor, and you've got to know, do they know what they're doing, and are they going to be there to help you follow through? Something we say this a lot. Something always goes wrong. Always. And I mean, things went wrong with our home.
Do you want me to keep going straight? I don't think
I think you can.
So
just go there.
Christmas tree in the middle of the road. Come on, Pete.
Well, I think they just were putting it out, but maybe it blew over or something. I don't know. It hadn't been that windy. I don't know. Anyway, it makes me sad.
I know.
Sad. Anyway, make sure that your realtor knows what they're doing, because there's nothing worse than getting those calls, because this lady has such a good heart. And so literally she will tell you, I can help you as much as I can, but I can't help you that much. And some of that goes back to, is this end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Well, but if we look off in the distance, you can see, I think, Waterleigh Phase 4. Yeah, it ends there.
It is.
So it's Waterleigh Phase 4 out in front of us. Good gracious.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And this, by the way, is Storey Grove Phase whatever, 3 something. I don't know. So she's really nice, and she'll help you as much as she can. But back to our previous thing about, Amy, do you have time for me? That's the other thing. We've got other clients to help. I heard her saying to this person on the phone, well, I'll help you if I can. And I'm like, well, you can't, though, because everything has a time cost. So
Right.
if she's helping people that are not our clients, then we don't want to have that affect somebody that is our client. We don't have time for them.
Well,
so that's really where that comes from.
No.
But no, see, I can feel your heart already going, no, I just want to help.
They needed help, and
Yes.
and when people are in desperate situations, but the point is, it happens more
the time.
frequently than you might
They
guess.
moved the tree.
Okay.
That's so weird. It was magic. I did
was
it with my mind.
That was probably that guy. Probably was
Oh, maybe.
My point is that it happens more often than you can possibly imagine,
Yes.
and it breaks my heart because I do want to help everybody, and it hurts my heart
Yeah.
that for whatever reason they're not getting the assistance or the help they need, and there are times when you really need to have that buyer agent be someone that you know actually works and
Right.
knows things, and not one of those that specifically just kind of leaves once the new construction contract is signed, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, but
Yep.
so my concern, so I'm trying to protect my wife.
Oh my gosh, let's move on.
No, all I'm saying is, you have a good heart,
I
but
do,
sometimes
but that's
I
okay.
try to be.
It's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
It is a
But
good thing.
I very often try to be the guy that goes, well, remember that this is not your client. And so what we're telling you here at the beginning of 2022 is, Amy's here to help, but please, call first. And
Before you're in trouble.
and we get lots of those calls and we run into people that are like, oh, we loved your videos.
Yeah, we bought
a
a
house.
house.
We bought a house because of your video. And then we're like,
Hello.
oh, your calls. But that's okay. Again, we're not for everyone, I guess. But if you do think we could help, please call. That's our resolution for you. But call
Perfect.
before there's a problem, because there always will be a problem.
Yes.
And that's it. It's just great to have people that have been through the problems
And
before.
speaking of problems, there's certain levels, and then we're going to end our video. I know we're pretty much done, aren't we?
We're going to do the yearly recap, but yeah.
Oh yeah, right. We can. The other thing is, shoot, I lost it.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
Just do your recap.
Okay. So, I had a home seller's resolution. If you're thinking of selling your home, this is a very simple one. Think in practical terms, not in emotional terms, because I had a conversation with a friend of ours where she said, well, we just love our house so much. Of course, she has an accent. She said, we love our house so much. She has a great accent.
Love her.
And I said, would you rather have that house or a different house, still a good house, but a different house, and a big beanbag chair filled with money? Because the way the market is right now, and we expect it to be in 2022, if you have a property, you have an asset that you can turn into practical results. If you have $250,000 equity in your house right now, you don't have $250,000. You have equity in your home. So selling your home is the only way to really turn that into. You can do a home refinance loan, but then you're paying interest on it. So just think through that in practical terms about the money versus the lifestyle and the situation in the house. That's all. And then call us, because we can help you know how much equity you have in it.
And the other thing too, though, is even if you have that, I mean, things still cost more. So you
Yes,
get more
true.
for your home, but things are going to
Yes.
cost more. But that could be a perfect situation for people who are thinking to downsize.
Yeah.
Because you can still really take the benefit of that equity that you have in the home as you downsize into a smaller one, and potentially then a better price.
And it works
for
both
you.
ways. So if you're thinking you want to upsize,
True.
you've probably got more of a down payment.
Sure.
So I mean, for us, we in terms of square footage, we side-sized. It's about the same size, but
Yeah.
it's a much bigger house because of a 2-story,
Yeah.
great room and the backyard and all those things. So, but our payment is roughly the same thing as it was, and it's a much more expensive home because interest rates are low, and we had so much equity in our house that we sold. So,
Gotcha.
Okay, yearly recap.
Yes.
One of the things, we won't do this part of it because she hates this part of it, but she gets embarrassed by this part of it. So we're not doing the. No, just every year on tax day, I say to Amy, do you know how much money you made this year? And she's always wrong. No, so we're not going to talk about that. I know you think it's gross, and it is gross, but I'm very proud of you. It was a good year.
No, it's not that. It's
no.
People don't need to know, and it's embarrassing.
It's not that.
I'm not a braggart.
No, it proves, but this proves my point that you don't care about the money. That's all I'm saying. You care that there were 90 families, so in our yearly recap, 90 families that you helped buy or sell a home in 2021. And I looked at the list. And so we just love all of you guys. And one of the things we don't have time, we say make more time. We wish we had more time after the fact. Like we have just some of the most dear friends.
I know.
And by the way, though, when I saw our pilot friend the other day, he's going to call us at the end of the month because he and his his
are they here?
Significant other, they will be here, and we're gonna So anyway, but anyway. So 90 transactions, almost $50 million worth of homes sold. So that's, or bought. So that's pretty good. Again, we don't care that much about numbers.
Because it also doesn't matter when you think about the different markets. If you talk about all around the world, that number's irrelevant to other people.
But this is called proof of performance in the world.
Fine,
say, yes, Amy.
I have performed.
So, proof of performance in the Winter Garden Horizon West area. I am pleased to say that my dear wife is the number one selling agent by a factor of 2. So in other words, on the selling side, we'll get into the whole real estate thing.
Am I going home or am I going to get lunch?
You're gonna go that way but then spin around. But on the selling side of things, you're in this zip code, you are number 1, and you have twice as much as the person that's number 2. So I'm pretty. Again, you don't care about that. I do. It's my job.
He's a spreadsheet guy, remember? I don't.
But I'm pretty proud. Are you proud of that a little bit? Are you a little bit proud of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Be proud.
Because I love people.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
Can I give you a pet peeve? Not about you. It's not about you. When people go, I'm humbled. Like you could say, I'm humbled to be the number 1, whatever. No, what you're saying is you're proud. Which is the opposite of humbled. It's okay to be proud when you do something good. You don't have to go. Now, it's humbling to help those families, but I just always think it's funny. I'm humbled, and then it's followed by bragging. That's not what you're doing, because I'm bragging on your behalf. So I'm humbled that you're number 1. Anyway, that's all. I'm humbled to have been a part of this video today, and to have let you know that I'm going to become the real Slim Shady. Down from Fatty Arbuckle sometime soon. So keep me accountable in the comments, and we appreciate you. Hope you had a great 2021, 2022.
Yep.
In a lot of ways, it's got to be better. so here's hoping.
And if you are looking to potentially move, to buy, to sell in the Florida area, there's things that you can do in preparation for that now.
Yes. And so let's end the video because we're coming up on Pink Bike Man again.
Guy again.
Well, it's because we keep looping through. But
all right, guys. But point is, there's things that you can do now. So it's never too early to reach out. All right?
Yes.
So don't forget, 407-848-8042. Most importantly, remember, we love you. Please stay safe. Stay well. Oh, he pulled over. Take time to let those people that you love know that you love them. Take care. And I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. We're a little worried about him. We'll check on him in a minute.
No, I think he's moving a turtle in the road.
So, you know what? Maybe so.
Yeah.
What a good guy.
What a good guy.
Okay.
Pink bike guy. Good guy. All right, guys. Have a great day and have a wonderful, happy, healthful new year filled with lots of love and laughter. All right, guys. We love you. Bye.
Say the thing.
Happy house hunting.
There it is.